Did you dream anything? Can you hear me? Can you just say something?
Hi.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, so what are you gonna do today?
Same as yesterday.
I mean today.
Yes.
What do you wanna do? What do you want to do?
Today I took baby go to school, then go to supermarket to buy something. Then I back home. And
Okay,
now,
you're learning. Yes. So what do you plan to do tomorrow?
tomorrow, like to come. I will be SMS today. Every day.
Every day is the same. So what about the futures? What do you want to do? Like in the next month? Yeah. Next month.
I have no plan for next month. September I will have. I will. I already planned for September.
September? So you're gonna find a job?
No, find a job next year. This September I will go to China for 1 month.
For 1 month? So are you traveling or
No, for trip.
the trip?
Yes, I and my daughter and my dad.
What about your husband?
My husband stay at home.
Oh, why not?
Because he has his business, so he can go to me too long time. Maybe 1 day, 2 days, no problem. But 1 month he very hard.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so what lessons are we learning today? It's a lesson 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. So did you see the video?
Already see.
How many times did you see the video?
5 times.
5 times. Do you understand the video?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, great. So let's say here we are. Today we are talking about the tippings preference. So is tippings popular in your country? No?
No popular in our country.
Yes. Okay, so we have some new words here. The first one, like the bill. Bill. So what does that mean, like the bill?
This is the invoice or the document that show how much somebody have to pay
For the food?
service.
Yes. Okay, great. So next one, enough. What does that mean?
As much as somebody needs.
Yes. Like, and what about lift the tip?
Leave the tip pay bonus money for some like
So the waitress or the waitress?
yes, waiters.
And the next one, show.
So in this video, I think even how about
Yes, like how about, what about? Okay, service.
service this is a system to provide to public for by private company or by government.
Oh, okay, service. And next one, I think we explained this one already, right? At least.
Yes, I already. The smallest
Yes. And percent.
percent one a part of in every 100.
Yes. And decide.
Decide the choice after think carefully.
Okay, so the last decisions after think about it carefully. And the last one, never mind.
Don't be worried.
Yes, okay, great job. So let's move to today's lesson. Is the conversation between Paul, Marie. So let's say you're Paul and I'm Marie at the first round. Okay, you're Paul.
Hi,
Thanks for dinner.
my pleasure. I saved a lot of money on the camera.
Should I leave the tip?
No, I put it on the credit card.
$5? That's not enough.
Crazy.
The bill was $50. That's only 10%.
So
Didn't you like the food?
it was good.
Was there a problem with the service?
No,
Then you need to leave at least 15%.
no, I don't.
How? We come here all the time. The waitress gives us great service because we usually tip well.
I always leave 10%.
Have a nice evening.
We're not quite ready.
No problem.
Look, I'm paying tonight, so I get to decide how much to tip.
Oh, all right. Hey, isn't that Mr. Vance over there?
Where?
Never mind. It's someone else. Shall we go?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, so let's say you just got a little mistake with your like your last ending cell. For example, yeah, the ending cell like tonight.
Tonight.
Yeah, with the T at the end. Tonight.
Tonight.
Yes, okay. Or never mind.
Never mind. Never
Very
mind.
good. At least.
At least.
Another easy at least.
At least.
Yes, very good. Okay, so we're gonna do it one more time, but this one we're gonna switch the turns. You are Marie and I'm Paul.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks for dinner.
My pleasure. I save a lot of money on the camera.
Should I leave the tip?
No, I put it on the credit card.
$5. That's not enough.
Sure it is.
The bill was $50. That's only 10%.
So,
Didn't you like the food?
it's all good.
Was there a problem with the service?
No,
Then you need to leave at least 15%.
no, I don't.
How? We come here all the time. The waitress gives us great service because we usually tip well.
I usually leave 10%.
Have a nice evening.
We're not quite ready.
No problem.
Look, I'm paying tonight, so I get to decide how much to tip.
Oh, all right. Hey, even that Mr. If we don't go over there?
Where?
Never mind. Someone else. So, shall we go?
Thank you very much.
Well, you're welcome.
Yes, very good. So let's say about your pronunciation is pretty good. You just have some like this one, like the great.
Great
Yes, service.
service.
Is the S at the end, so service.
Service.
Do you hear the S? Like the S at the end of the word. Service.
Service.
Yes, very good.
Service.
Okay, so we have some, like, this is the revise. We have a should plus subject plus verb. It's about the asking opinion. Should I do something? Should I do something? Like in the video, Marie, is that Marie? No, Cheryl. Is it Marie or Cheryl? Marie. So in the video, Marie asked Paul, like, should I leave the tip? Like, should she do the job or not? So, can you make an example with this? If you want to ask opinion. Yeah, can you make an example with this structure?
Should I go to school? Should I go to the supermarket today?
Yes, you should to buy something. Okay, that's a good job. So the next one is sure it is. Sure it is. Like, absolutely yes. Like, you totally agree and you advise that person that he definitely do it. So it is sure it is. And this is like, was there a problem with, like, có vấn đề gì với clever sao? So for example, you are driving your scooter, your motorbike in the street and it stopped. So you ask your partner or your friend, like, was there a problem with the bike or the motorbike? And like, isn't that like you wanna ask like, for example, in the video, is it wasn't that Mr. Evans over there? Like, that's like something like không phải là ông Evans ở đằng kia à. This structure is quite similar to that's Mr. Evans over there. Có phải Mr. Evans ở đằng kia không? Isn't that? Không phải là Mr. Evans ở đằng kia sao? Like in Vietnamese. And this one, like, shall plus subject plus verb. Is it like you recommend to do something with people? Like, shall we leave? Shall we go? Chúng ta nên đi luôn chứ? Or shall we play the football tonight? Chúng ta nên chơi bóng đá tối nay không? Có nên chơi bóng đá tối nay không? Yes. Okay, so let me ask you some questions about the video. So who bought the camera?
Who bought the camera? Paul.
Okay, so who paid for the dinner?
Paul paid for dinner.
Yes. And did he save a lot of money on the camera?
$50. Yeah.
Okay, yes. So does Marie have to leave the tip?
No need.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't need to leave the tip. Okay, so how does Paul pay for the bill?
10%, $5.
No, how does Paul pay for the bill?
$50.
You know, like, how? The question is how. How does he do that?
How?
Yes, how? How does Paul pay for the bill? By the credit card, by the cash? By the credit card.
Pay the bill by credit card.
Yes, that's right. And how much does he leave the tip?
The tip is he needs to tip 15%.
Yeah, but how much did he leave the tip?
10%, $5.
Yes, $5. The Marie thing is enough?
Not enough.
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
So how much does the bill? $50, yes. So does Paul like the food?
Yeah. He likes the food.
Was there any problem with the service?
No. There was no problem with the service.
So why does Paul just leave 10%? Okay, why does Paul just leave 10%?
Because he always leave 10%.
Oh, he's always leave 10% when he eats out, right?
Yes.
Okay, so does the waitress give them the great service?
The
Does the
waitress give
waitress
them yes, the waitress give them the great service.
great, great?
Great, great
Yes.
service. Great.
So who is paying tonight?
Paul paid tonight
Okay, so why did Paul pay for that night?
because he bought a new camera, so he saved a lot of money on the camera.
Yes, and the reason is Murray have him to save that money, right?
Yes.
Okay, so is there Mr. Evans over there?
No.
No, yes. So what did Murray do?
Mary already put I think $2
On the on the bill.
bill.
Yes, on the bill. So she left like extra $2 on the bill, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. There are some questions. So, like when sometimes you shouldn't leave the tip.
When when I went to trip with a tour, I always leave the tip.
So when you went to the cheap restaurant and you shouldn't leave the tip, right?
Yes.
Oh yes. So how much do you usually leave the tip if you go to the fancy restaurant?
No, for the tour guide.
For the tour guide. So where do you leave the tip?
Where do you live? Where?
Yes, where do you often leave the tip?
I give tip for tour guide.
The tour guide?
Yes, when I go to India. India.
India. Okay, I mean like where do you often leave the tip? You can directly give it to the waiters or the waitress, and you can also give it to the tour guides. But sometimes you can give the tip in the tip box. You know the tip box like this picture in the restaurant or in the hotel.
On the hotel.
Yes, in the hotel, in the restaurant. So you leave the tip in the tip box.
No.
No, you
I
don't.
don't put on tip box.
So you give it to the guy.
Yeah, directly.
Okay, I see. So how much do you usually leave for a tip?
$5 one day.
$5. Yes. So would you leave the tips even if you thought the waiters or the waitress didn't seem to work for it?
You know, this is not popular in our country, so
Yes. Okay.
money
So have you ever traveled abroad?
travel.
Abroad.
Yes, yes.
Where did you travel to? Ủa? Nha chị ấy rất mạng rồi. Ủa nha chị ấy rất mạng. Hãy tôi nhé, đi con. Oh, hello? So, what's wrong with your internet?
I don't know.
Maybe it's interrupted.
Uh,
Okay. Okay, so you told me that you traveled abroad before. Which country did you travel?
Singapore, Malaysia, India,
Hong Kong,
Taiwan, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and
Taiwan,
China.
China. Oh, you travel a lot. So, yes. So in the other country, did you leave the tip?
I only live cheap on India because
India.
I go with a tour. So another country I already went, but I know live cheap because
Uh,
they know it's a country I go. I think they have no tip preversion like
to
our
preference.
yes, like our country.
Okay. Do you feel uncomfortable leaving the tips?
I feel normally.
You feel normal when you leave the
Yes,
tip.
yes.
Okay. So what is the largest tip you have ever left?
$5 one day for tour guide.
In India?
Yes.
Yes, I think it's quite reasonable. So can you share me a little tip about traveling in those countries, like in Singapore, in India, in Malaysia, and also in Hong Kong and Taiwan and China?
Hong Kong, Taiwan, and China. I think them are the same in these three places.
Yes,
Singapore, I went to Singapore with my baby, with my daughter, and
yes,
in Singapore, they all service to baby is very good, and the atmosphere is very very clean,
yes. The air,
and
they have a fresh air.
very safety in Singapore.
It's very safe.
Very, it's very safe. In Malaysia, like Vietnam, Hanoi, I think Malaysia no good.
Really? I didn't travel to Malaysia, but I think it's just a little more developed than in Hanoi, Vietnam.
In Malaysia, traffic them like us and very many group job. Group,
Rubber. No, no.
job,
So
yes,
rubber. Yes. Really? Oh, I'm quite
yeah,
scared of those people.
and it's very hot,
Dangerous? Hot?
dangerous, hot, yeah.
Oh, I don't like hot weather. What about Thailand? I think Thailand is really famous about traveling. Why didn't you go there?
Taiwan,
No, no,
I
Thailand.
didn't. Thailand, I still don't go to Thailand.
Maybe you can go there in the future.
Yeah,
I think it's good.
I will, yeah, I will go next time with my baby.
Yes. So you travel along with your baby.
Always with my baby.
Oh, that's great. So your baby is your buddy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah, I hope maybe in the futures I can be like that, like have a money and travel around. Because I already gained a lot of, not a lot, but some cheap experience about the cheap hostel and traveling around in Thailand and Singapore. So maybe in the future, if I have a baby, so I can travel with my baby too. Yes.
US, maybe Singapore and Taiwan and Hong Kong is very safe.
Hong Kong and Taiwan.
Yes.
How about China? China is really big country. How do you think about it?
Country, if you can't speak Chinese, you very hard to buy tickets.
Oh, okay.
I think if you go to China with your baby, if you're very tired.
Oh, okay. So how old is your baby? 3 years old?
2 years old.
Do you travel?
People over 1 year already go Disney.
1 years old. Oh, great. So let's say did you travel to those countries with your baby, or um, what about your husband? Why don't you travel with your husband?
My husband very busy.
Busy. What does he do?
He have his business and he opened a company and he have to sell.
Concerned about his company. Like he need to pay 100% attention to his company and his own business.
Yes, yes.
When will you support him in the future?
No,
Why not?
don't because if we work together, I think it's not so good.
Yes, I think so. So that's really great that you have that kind of idea. I think it's good. So do you travel by your own money or by his money?
No money.
So you earn money and then you travel.
Yes.
Oh, that's really good. So how much can you earn each month?
Month?
Mhm.
My salary only.
Yes,
My salary $800. But I
$800.
can yes, but I can earn other because I'm an employee in import export. I order goods from overseas, then from China, then I cooperate with some company in China, then I sell the spare parts of machine for our company.
Ah, okay. So you sell it to your company directly.
Yes.
So that's your own business, right?
Manager don't know this and didn't know.
Oh, is that legal? Is that legal? Hợp pháp?
Yes,
I don't know it. So,
very legal.
so where did you study?
I study in China.
I mean,
I
did
study,
did you study in Vietnam, like in the university?
no, I study in China University.
Okay. So, yeah. So, but you got married with a Vietnamese guys, right?
Yes,
A
my
Vietnamese, yeah.
husband Vietnam.
Because I have some friends. We study in the same field, but now they got married with some Chinese guy,
And
but they still live in Vietnam.
yeah, my
Okay.
friend have I have some friends they already got married with Taiwan guy, but I Chinese guy and foreign. I don't like to marry with foreigner.
Yes. So you don't like getting married with the foreigners.
Yes,
Okay. So is your baby in the kindergarten now?
yes.
Okay. Okay, so it's end of the conversation today, and I'm so happy to talk to you every day. I'm gonna see you tomorrow.
Okay. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You too. Have a nice day.